All right, welcome everybody to the Scenic workshop. I'm Sanjit Seshia. This is Daniel Fremont, and this is the first time we're doing a workshop on the Scenic probabilistic programming language and system. So welcome all, both all of you in the room as well as those online. I'll keep the intro really short as I can, and then we want to do a round of introductions to everybody in the room and those joining us online as well. The whole goal of this workshop is to actually keep it pretty informal. We don't want it to be like a regular conference or workshop, which is just mostly one-sided. We'd like this to be a discussion and really building the community around Scenic, teaching you how to both use as well as become a Scenic developer for those of you who would like to do that as well. Okay. All right. So a little bit of history. Right. So the Scenic project started more than 6 years ago at UC Berkeley, where Daniel and I co-started it with a collection of people there in my research group. One of the starting grad students, Eddie Kim, is back there. He's now a postdoc. And there's many other people on the Scenic team as well here. So why did we start Scenic? Well, as you all know, but certainly even 10 years ago, there was a growing use of machine learning and AI in all kinds of autonomous and semi-autonomous systems, psychological systems, like autonomous vehicles, various kinds of robotic systems. And at the same time, as we are all well aware, these systems, even in spite of their great promise, have not really become as widespread as people predicted them to be, right? An example of these is in the area of autonomous driving, where back in 2014, 2015, 10 years ago, there were rosy predictions of self-driving cars being on the road by 2020. Well, 2020 came and went, and reality hit. And this is a much harder problem, people realized, right? And unfortunately, these are safety-critical systems, and there have been both accidents and other kinds of incidents that have set back the industry in many ways. Okay, so what we have been trying to do in our research groups at UC Santa Cruz and Berkeley, and with many collaborators, both in industry and academia, is to create what I call a design flow for this class of systems. I call them AI-based autonomy. Now, what a design flow is really the underlying theory to design these systems, but also supported by software tools. That means programming languages. It means verification and testing tools. It also means tools that help you design these systems, design data sets, design machine learning models, right? And other kinds of components, and also the overall software stack. And then deploy them, support them during deployment and runtime assurance and so forth. Okay, so basically create both the theory as well as techniques and tools, software tools, to make these kinds of systems safer, and also make their design more routine, like we have for computer chips today. Okay, so in particular, over the last 6 years, we've been developing two open source projects, Scenic and Verify. They're really, as Eddie likes to say, that the bread and butter, or the yin and yang, if you will, of our tool set. So Scenic is the programming language. It's a probabilistic programming language, and you'll hear a lot more about it soon. Verify is, think of it as the backend, has a suite of algorithms and techniques for specifying requirements as well as supporting various steps in the design flow. Okay, they've been open source for a while. We've have several users, many of you in the room here today. And we really want to build this community, right? Not just with Scenic and Verify, but grow the ecosystem of tools around it, right? So that rising tide lifts all boats in this area. Okay, great. So with that, are you going to do an intro to Scenic? Or you just dive into the language straight?
I can do a little bit of, if you
okay,
want.
Okay, let me cover the slides, and then I'll maybe talk about Verify, and then we'll go to introductions, okay? All right, so like I said, we created the Scenic language, I think, starting back in the fall of 2017, going into spring of 2018. And as I've said before, it is a probabilistic programming language. So it's a programming language like the others that I'm sure you've used, like C and Python and Java and so forth. But it's probabilistic in the sense that every variable in the Scenic program is a random variable, right? And distributions over these random variables are, some of them are defined explicitly in the program. Some of them are just implicit, and they are defined in the libraries that define the world model for whatever you're specifying. Okay. Scenic has several use cases that have already been demonstrated, and we hope this workshop will have people come up with even more ideas on how to use Scenic and extend it. Right. So here's an example of a very simple Scenic program. This is modeling what we call a static scenario. So this is a snapshot of the world at a point in time. And this particular scenario is that of a badly parked car. Daniel will go through, I think, this example in quite some detail, so I won't describe it. But again, like I said, every variable here defined is a random variable, and some distributions are explicit and others are implicit. When you connect a Scenic program to a backend rendering or simulating engine, in this case, it's the renderer of the Grand Theft Auto 5 game. Every time you run the program, you are sampling a point in the distribution defined by the program, and then the renderer produces an image in this case that shows a badly parked car. And then Scenic also has support for dynamics. So here's the same badly parked car scenario, except now both of the cars here, the Ego car in the foreground and the badly parked car in the rear ground, both of them have behaviors, right? And again, Daniel will go through these in detail, but now you see it's a dynamic scenario that's evolving over time. And when you connect this particular Scenic program to the Carla autonomous driving simulator, every time you run the program, you get a new simulation. Okay. All right. So like I said, there's several applications of Scenic, and I'll just speed through these today. I'm not going to cover this, but tomorrow morning, we'll talk about applications in more detail. We'll have breakout sessions on different application domains. So, but it's been already demonstrated in a few different domains. And like I said, Scenic has this backend tool called Verify, which supports a range of use cases like the one specified on the right-hand side. Many of our initial applications in Scenic were in the autonomous driving domain, but since then they've become quite a bit more diverse, right? So Scenic and Verify are interfaced to simulators across a range of domains, and we'll talk much more about this tomorrow as well. But here's a selection of some of the domains that we have applied these tools in. All right, so with that, I will stop here. It's a very brief intro to Scenic and Verify, and we'd like to do a round of introductions. And you have the slides?
I do. So I'll pull that up. While I'm pulling that up, I want to echo what Sanjit said, and thank you all for participating. We're really looking forward to hearing from you, how you've been using Scenic so far, what you are interested in doing, how Scenic might be able to help you, and the direction we should take Scenic in the future.
Yeah, so I'm not sure I have a slide for myself, but I'll just start an introduction while you are
getting that. Go ahead.
So I'm Sanjit Seshia. I've been on the faculty at UC Berkeley for 19 years and going to my 20th year now. My areas of research are rooted in an area called formal methods, which is about algorithmic techniques for computational proving or disproving properties, and it's applied to a range of design tasks. But over the years, I've applied these to various kinds of systems, including hardware design, software design, cyber-physical systems and robotics, and AI and machine learning. Okay. Daniel, brief introduction.
Thanks, sir. I'm Daniel Fremont. I'm an assistant professor in computer science and engineering here at UC Santa Cruz. I was Sanjit's student previously when he started this project, and I work largely on applying formal methods to cyber-physical systems or autonomous systems. So we don't have slides for everybody here. So I think what we can do is we'll go through the ones we have, and then we can quickly go around people who are in the room who didn't send slides, and you can just say basically your name, where you're from, and one brief blurb about what you'd like to get out of this workshop. We have a lot of people, so it should be like 30 seconds per person, ideally. So, yes,
I'm Jack from Jack. Well, hi everyone. As you can see, I hope you have enough time to read what I wrote here. And then, yeah, so from the civil engineering, the reason I'm here is that I'm directing like within safety in one project, and we hope to be seen in one of our test bed. And then I hope to learn that, what's the significant distinction between Scenic and existing tourist slides. So we say that we want to stimulate for the home spreading or some kind of critical failure scenario. There's other simulators, and then about simulation, there are also ones like mutual codes. What kind of difference between Scenic and the mutual codes, like the different advantages and downsides, and also and when we talk about home driving, there are also research advantages related to driving behaviors. And then when you generate scenarios, if we run down or example from that type of example of the driving. The second thing that I'm trying to learn is how.
Great, thanks. Let's try to stick to 30 seconds. Maybe if you just say what's actually on the slide, since we don't have time. Hopefully, we built a lot of time in the schedule, which I'll go over a little bit later, for people to talk with each other. We have pretty long coffee breaks. We've also got time just for people to talk with us, the Scenic team, about things you'd like to do, problems you're having, etc. So hopefully, we should have a good amount of time for more in-depth discussions later. Okay, Michael. Yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm Michael, and I am with G. I'm a software engineering intern over there. I actually am one student at UCSC too. I took one of everyone's classes. It was one of my best experiences at UCSC. And I'm here to explore Scenic to potential inspiration since I'm working on a simulation project.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, so my name is Roy Song, and I'm a PhD student at Purdue University Computer Science, and I'm mainly working on the autonomous vehicle security. I want to be more familiar between the Scenic with verify, actually, in the simulators like Carla, SVL, or FPSVL.
Great, thank you.
Hi everyone, my name's Aaron. I'm kind of good pictures that make sense that if you teach correctly, you might recognize it. I work in the Word Lab. I used to Berkeley, private Visual Life Center, and my research group, AI Racing Hack, we compete in the Indie Autonomous Challenge, which is just Indie cars racing autonomously. There's a race in September 6th, and we were thinking of potentially modeling scenarios of multi F1 cars. You can see that. So already,
Thanks.
So everybody, I'm Marcelo. I am a support engineer responsible for support at FarmNG here in Watsonville. And what I'm looking here today is see the tool and build foundation and scaffolding code for academia, startups, and farmers. They can start training models and deploying training better models using.
Thanks. Kai?
I'm Kai. I'm a master's student at UC Berkeley, working on the data on the Scenic project, mostly our robotics related application. And I'm excited to hear about how Scenic can help out with our projects.
Thanks. And Kai-Chun?
Hi. Hi everyone, I'm Kai-Chun. I'm a PhD student at UC Berkeley, advanced life subjects. And I already used Scenic and verified several of my projects. I want to get more familiar with Scenic and interface it with our simulators.
Is Peter online?
I don't remember me. Doesn't look like right now anyway.
Okay,
So
we'll go to the next one.
we'll skip Peter and hopefully she'll be here later. Okay.
Hi, my name is Hideki Okamoto. I'm an engineer with Toyota Motor North America, and actually I am an employee of the Toyota Motor Corporation of Japan, and I was a member of the develop some humanoid robot. So you can see in pictures and that's inside. And so I'm now working in cyber physical system group in North America, and we are working with the situation. So the reason why I'm here is to understand how Scenic can contribute to our development in the region.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Kim Bezet. I'm a PhD student from Iowa State University, and I want to learn how to use Scenic to do reinforcement learning in Canada. I was mostly motivated by the City4 RL picture, but I kind of want to adapt that to Canada, basically.
Okay, great, thanks. And you have
I'm Oliver Roy. I'm from Israel. My background is in computer vision. So computer vision was great until it doesn't. So we require any kind of things which can generate diverse scenarios, which can be used to train and test the model. And we've been working with Sanjit for a while.
Great, thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Anirudh. I'm a PhD student at UC Berkeley, and I'd like to learn about Scenic and how it can be applied to various applications, robotics, or that.
Great, thanks.
Hello, I'm Beyazıt. I'm a fourth year PhD student with Sanjit. I work on statistical model checking, runtime monitoring, and maybe some goal condition RL. And looking forward to brainstorm about Scenic and learn more from you.
Great, thanks. So that's it for the slides. So why don't we just quickly go around and everybody who didn't have a slide, just say your name, where you're from, and read a little about what you're interested in the workshop. So you want to start with that?
I'm Mary. I'm already using Scenic in my own project, but I'm looking forward to learning more.
Mary's a master's student.
Oh yeah, sorry. Master's at UCC.
Okay. I work in fighting from Granville University, and so I use Scenic. I did some work similar to Scenic during my first PhD. Basically, like the risky scenario generation, and use that to do the data curation for data-driven control. So I came to this workshop to see the development of the Scenic and see how it can be applied to my current project.
Hi everybody, my name is Aman. I'm a first year PhD student at Purdue University Computer Science Department. And I'm here because I'm interested in working on the perception modules of autonomous vehicle. I want to see how I can use Scenic towards that.
Thanks.
My name is Ken, I'm a PhD student at George Washington University in DC, and I'm here to learn more about Scenic's capabilities for our applications.
Hi, I'm Eric. I'm a PhD student at UCSC, and I'm here to talk about Scenic and learn about British use cases.
Yeah.
Hi everybody, my name is Diego. I'm a PhD student here at Cruz, and I have been using Scenic for my research, and I hope to learn more and get creative.
Luis?
Hi, my name is Luis. I'm a PhD student here at UCSC as well. And I'm interested in understanding how optimizers work and that using these within on this video.
Hi everyone, my name is Esma. I work at University of Michigan Transportation Research Institute. I use Scrum almost daily with our project with Cruz and with some other agency. And as a team, so if you want to learn more about Scenic, maybe we can use Scrum to create more complex scenarios.
Great, thanks. Let's see who you have to done. Oh, with Dan.
Hey, I'm Daniel. I'm a math student at UC Berkeley under assignment, and I'm just excited to learn about what's use case of Scenic from other projects.
Thanks. Eddie?
I am a postdoc in science at UC Berkeley. I work on, they use Scenic a lot for training, testing, verifying systems, perception, behavioral prediction, planning, and so on. Yes, I look forward I wish to hear your use cases and how you want to use Scenic so that that's where you can. Thank you.
And we're quite interested in Scenic for other Dr. Eddie. Right. Chris?
Hi, I'm Chris Miller. I have a local software development company called Cloud Brigade. during the COVID years, I did an internal R&D project and involved several UCSC students to build a traffic light control system. And I'm looking at Scenic for being able to generate synthetic data to train a special model for our computer vision solution.
Great, thanks. I think we had one more person just come in. Could you introduce yourself?
I just traffic was having. I work for Bosch. We're part of Latin America. This thing of this new system is I'm primarily in robotics, but we may actually learn some things.
Okay. Great, thanks. Anybody else we missed? We covered everybody in the room. Okay. What's online? We've got time, so let's go over to folks online. So can that be displayed here? Let me see. Or at least on the screen would be fine. Yeah, that's fine. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so I'll just go down. Of course, now I can't see the list anymore. I'll just go down the list and if you could just quickly. Of course, the list is moving as people unmute themselves. Let's just pick the first. We'll just keep going down. So, Dehan, do you want to start?
Hello, my name is Dejan Ničković, and I'm from the AIT Austrian Institute of Technology. Have been using Scenic in different projects in the last couple of years, and I'm looking forward to see what is new. And I'm especially interested in how to integrate with other domains than automotive.
Great, thanks, Dejan. Alejandro?
Yeah, hello. My name is Alejandro. I'm a PhD student at Chalmers University in Sweden. I'm working with Hasem Torfa in assurance in autonomous systems. So yeah, it started in December, but we are using Scenic and Carla a lot to generate different scenarios to improve safety of autonomous systems.
Great, thank you. All right, Ali?
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Ali Karbasian. I am from Nissan Advanced Technology Center in Silicon Valley in Santa Clara area. I am in validation and simulation part of our autonomous development team, and I would like to learn how I can use Scenic to develop like edge case scenarios for our development and testing. Thank you.
Great, thanks. Let's see. Oh, Peter is here, I think. We missed your slide before, but you can go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. I'm Bita, and I'm doing my first year PhD at University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. And my main concentration is on reactive scenario synthesis. And I'm glad to see all of you.
Great. Thank you. CK?
Hi guys, my name is CK. I am a former technical program manager with UC Berkeley, and I'm working with the AI racing tech team under Berkeley. So I have an autonomous racing team, and we're looking at using Scenic for integration and testing for edge cases in the loop with our team.
Great, thanks. Larry?
Hi everyone, Larry Orbaugh, UC Berkeley. I'm doing program management for a couple of DARPA programs here that involve some of the Scenic team, and I'm interested in getting more hands-on details about the Scenic's scenario generation capabilities and then applications of that to sim to real work. So thanks for putting on this workshop, Daniel.
Thanks, Larry. All right, Gambi?
Hello. This is Alessio Gambi. I'm also working from AIT in Austria with Dejan. I never used myself Scenic. That's why I'm here to learn what it can offer. And I come from procedural generation for scenario-based testing.
Great, thanks. Jose? Jose, are you there?
I'm here. Jose here from NVIDIA. I haven't used also Scenic at all, but we are interested in data generation for autonomous driving.
Great, thanks. All right, let's see. Kaustov?
Hi. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Hi. Yeah, I'm Kaustav. I'm a PhD student working with Somil Bansal at USC, and I'm interested in. I work on reachability methods in visual controllers, and I'm interested in seeing how can we extend Scenic to using to generate safety conditions for visual-based controllers as well.
Okay, that's the, we've got somebody from CMU, Lee.
Hi, I am doing my third year PhD program at CMU, and I'm working on self-driving and scenario generation for self-driving. I'm so excited about using Scenic in our project. Thank you.
Thanks. All right, and then Nivedha.
Yeah, Nivedita.
You're muted, it looks like.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, hi, I'm Nivedita. I'm a test expert at Deutsche Bahn, Germany. So I'm more interested in getting a hands-on experience on Scenic and also getting some inspiration for the railway domain. So looking forward. Thanks for the invitation and putting up this workshop.
You're right. Hello. All right. Raphael?
Hey, I'm Raphael. I'm from the Johns Hopkins Applied Physics Laboratory. I'm interested in using Scenic for evaluating embodied AI at scale and just testing a bunch of scenarios.
Thanks. Ruya?
Hi, everybody. I'm Ria, a PhD student at University of Michigan. I've used Scenic a couple of times before, and today from this workshop, I wanna get more experience with Scenic so that I can maybe contribute even for data generation or maybe verification processes.
Great, thanks. And then I think Eric, maybe you have any
Hi, I don't know if you can hear me over here.
Yeah, we can. It's a little soft.
Here, I'll move to CK. Hello. Hi, my name's Eric. I am here with CK as well. I am also part of the AI Racing Tech team. And I'm also interested in using Scenic because it's actually something we very much need for essentially simulating the opponent vehicles in our simulators and being able to train the neural networks that we're currently making for decision making during our autonomous races. So nice to meet you all. I'm a master's here at Berkeley.
Great, thanks. Is there anybody that we missed?
I think we got everybody.
Okay, great. So thanks everybody for introducing yourself. Let me just talk about a couple of quick logistical things before we dive in here. So first of all, I will pull out the website. Oops. So let me go back to sharing my screen. Okay, so if you go to Scenic's website, so it's just scenic-lang.org. This is our main website, and we put up in the top right here a new page about today's workshop.
So by the way, if you haven't connected to Wi-Fi,
yeah,
there's information on that here.
Right. If you've got access to Eduroam, you can use that. Otherwise, this UCSC guest one, it doesn't have a password or anything. That should just work. Okay, so then over on this workshop page, we have just the abstract. We've got some fun videos, the overview, and then the main stuff. If you're already here, then you either are in person or you found the link. So then the main interesting thing is the schedule. This is basically the same as what was in the email that I sent out the other day. If we make any changes for tomorrow or anything, we'll put them here. The main thing that I want to mention is that for some of the hands-on parts, we have some Colab notebooks that we'll be using. So we have a couple that are related to the example, that have the examples I'm going to be talking about this morning. And then for our first hands-on session this afternoon, we've got a notebook that we'll use for part of that as well. So you can find those links there. If we have additional resources that we'll be using like tomorrow, we'll also post things here. Okay, so let's see. I'll mention once we're done with today's sessions in the mornings, I'll talk a bit more about logistics stuff for in-person people, but we'll do that right before lunch so we don't keep the folks on Zoom. And those of you who are in very different time zones, we appreciate you coming. If you're not going to be able to attend everything because of being in different time zone, we are recording this. Some of the hands-on parts that when we're not speaking, probably we won't be able to have a very useful recording from that. But all the parts where we're presenting things, we will record those, and I'll try to get them posted tonight. So if you're not able to stay for like all of the sessions this morning and you want to watch them before tomorrow, or if you can't make it to the hands-on time this afternoon because it's the middle of the night, if you'd like to try the hands-on collab notebooks yourself tomorrow morning, your time, then you can come in our time tomorrow and ask questions at that time. Okay. So any issues, first of all, with people on the Zoom? Like, can you see my screen and everything? Is everything good?
Everything's fine.
Great. Then I will switch over to my slides. All right. Okay, so the plan then, just to give you an idea for the rest of the morning, I'm going to talk now about the basic features of Scenic, how you write static scenarios. So like Sanjit described, scenarios that are telling you what is going on at one moment in time. That will occupy our first session of the morning. Then we'll take our first coffee break around 10:30. We'll just be here, and we'll have the food and drinks outside. Then we'll have the second session in the morning, mostly talking about how to write dynamic scenarios in Scenic. So now describing not only what is happening at one moment in time, but how things are changing over time. I'll also spend a few minutes giving a preview of some more sophisticated Scenic features that we don't have time to go into lots of detail on, just so that you know they're there. And you're welcome to ask about those later in the day. And a few of them in the hands-on time will have some examples if you want to play around with them. Then before lunch, we're going to have half an hour just to help you debug installing Scenic. If you have any issues with that, it's actually very straightforward to install Scenic most of the time. We have pretty detailed instructions on our website, but we'd like you to all be able to get it installed ahead of the hands-on time this afternoon. So if you have any issues, there are a bunch of us around who can help debug things. If you already have Scenic installed and you're trying to get one of the simulators we have an interface to install, like WeBots is probably the easiest one to run on a laptop, we can also help with that. Then we'll have lunch, and then I will just mention the first thing after lunch is we will give you a chance to try out everything we talked about this morning. So we've got those collab notebooks. You can also run Scenic locally, hopefully by that point. We will basically be milling around and answering questions and helping you get started writing your own scenarios. If there are particular kinds of domains you're interested in, we can talk with you one-on-one about what examples we have are closest to those, and you can start modifying those, see what kind of things you can come up with. Okay. All right, so that's the plan.